Hi students, how are you? My name is B.S. Ram, Senior Mentor for Chemistry. Okay, so in this video, we will discuss the most important topic for Z and NEET exams. So that is geometrical isomerism in cycloalkanes. Okay students, so please take the heading geometrical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism in cycloalkanes. Cycloalkanes. The formula of cycloalkanes CnH2n. Okay. Cycloalkanes. This is our aim. Okay. First of all, cycloalkanes means, so this is cyclopropane, so this is cyclobutane, so this is cyclopentane, so this is cyclohexane. So I think you know very well about the chemistry of cycloalkanes and their structures. First of all, statement or main conditions. The main condition for geometrical isomerism in case of cycloalkanes is, first of all, having different groups or atoms at two different carbon atoms, two different sp3 carbon atoms, sp3 carbons. This is the main requirement. Why? Because all carbon atoms in cycloalkanes must be sp3 in hybridization. Okay, so this is main requirement. Compulsory there must be two different groups or two different atoms at two different carbon atoms. Then those cycloalkanes will exhibit geometrical isomerism. Very, very important. Okay. So this is the first condition. Now, explanation part for showing geometrical isomerism in case of cycloalkanes. So this is cyclohexane. This is one sp3 carbon. This again one sp3 carbon atom. So at this carbon atom, two different atoms are present. Say AB, and this carbon atom also bearing two different atoms C and D. These are four different atoms. Here main condition is A not equal to B and also C not equal to D and C not equal to D. If these two conditions fulfills by the given cycloalkane, definitely it will show geometrical isomerism. It shows geometrical isomerism. Okay students, AB groups must be different and CD groups must be different and these two carbons must be sp3. So this carbon atom is sp3 carbon, so sp3 hybridized. So this carbon atom also sp3 hybridized. So this is main requirement for geometrical isomerism in cycloalkanes. Okay, please note students. The next condition is aerial distance. Aerial distance must be different. must be different. Already you know what is called aerial distance because we learned so many examples in previous classes. Now, one example. So this is cyclohexane. Okay, here some hydrogen atom is there. Here some methyl group is there. So at this carbon atom, again hydrogen atom and one methyl group. So this is sp3, this is sp3. Yeah, these two groups are different. These two groups are different. So this compound fulfills this condition. And moreover, if we will twist this carbon atom, means exchange these groups, then we will get another compound. Okay, these two groups remains unchanged, but the groups at this carbon atom will exchanged in this way. So here methyl group, here hydrogen. Okay, students, please observe the board. Here the distance between these two hydrogens in this compound, say it is L1. Now the distance between the same atoms in this compound means the distance between. So the distance between this hydrogen atom and this hydrogen atom, say it is L2. Okay, students, this is called aerial distance. If L1 not equal to L2, if L1 not equal to L2 or L2 greater than L1, so whatever, L1 not equal to L2 or L2 is greater than L1, definitely the given compound will exhibit will show geometrical isomerism. Very, very, very important. Please note immediately. I think you understood. Here the aerial distance means the distance between these two groups, here hydrogen, or the distance between these two also. Your choice. Any equal groups. Okay, this is the distance L2, this is the distance L1. If L1 not equal to L2 or L2 greater than L1, this is a diagonal distance, diagonal length, definitely that given cycloalkane will exhibit geometrical isomerism. So please note immediately. So these are conditions. The first condition is the substituents or groups at two different carbon atoms in cycloalkanes must be different. So that is the primarily requirement. The second requirement is those groups must be different, means A not equal to B and C not equal to D. The second one is aerial distance must be different. Now problem. Okay. Geometrical isomerism are shown or not. The following compounds will show geometrical isomerism or not. This is our problem. Now I will give different examples. You will give answer. Okay. First of all. So this is the cycloalkane, means cyclopropane, you know very well. Now here one hydrogen, here one bromine, here one hydrogen, here again bromine. So A not equal to B, C not equal to D, and L1 not equal to L2. So this will give geometrical isomerism. It shows geometrical isomerism. The second one is this is ethyl, this is methyl. So here the other one is hydrogen and other one is hydrogen. So these are sp3 hybrid carbon atoms. Here a hydrogen, here a hydrogen, means these two sp3 hybrid carbons having different groups. This is methyl group, this is ethyl group. So this also will exhibit geometrical isomerism. And the third one is, so this is ethyl group. So this is ethyl group. Okay, students. Here also these two sp3 hybrid carbon atoms having different groups. Here the other one is hydrogen. So means other one is hydrogen. Okay. A, this is A. Say it is B. A not equal to B. This is ethyl. This is hydrogen. Say it is C. It is D. C not equal to D. So this also will exhibit geometrical isomerism. And some more examples. So this is cyclobutane. So this is example 4. So this is example 4. Here some bromine atom is there. Here two methyl groups are there. So this is sp3, this is sp3. But at this carbon, the two groups are equal. This is methyl, this is methyl. Means so at this carbon, equal groups. So equal groups. So this compound should not exhibit geometrical isomerism. It will not give geometrical isomerism. Next. The next example is, so this is the cyclobutane. Here ethyl group, here bromine atom. So here also two different groups. This group and this group is different. Here definitely you must assume. So at this carbon and at this carbon atom, hydrogen atoms are present. Okay. So AB are not equal to CD are not equal to. This also so geometrical isomerism. And other example is this again cyclobutane. Here the one is methyl, the one is ethyl, and at this carbon one is hydrogen, the one is deuterium. So here also this is sp3, this is also sp3. Okay, this is ethyl, this is methyl, A not equal to B. So this is hydrogen, this is deuterium. Here also C not equal to D. So this will also exhibit geometrical isomerism. Please note these examples. Very, very important for G and NEET. And some other examples. So this is cyclohexane ring. Here NH2 is there. Here hydrogen is there. So at this carbon, some methyl group is there. So these are two sp3 carbons. The groups are different. Here hydrogen atom is there. Here hydrogen is there. So these two groups are different. So it will also show geometrical isomerism. And eighth one is some other example. So this is again cyclobutane. This is sp3, this is sp3. It does not show geometrical isomerism because these two groups are same groups. So it will not give geometrical isomerism. These two groups are different, but these two groups are same, methyl, methyl. So this is aldehyde group. So this is carboxylic acid group. Okay, students. This is sp3, this is sp3. Here hydrogen, here hydrogen. These two groups are different. It will show geometrical isomerism. Please note. and some other examples. Okay, so this is cyclohexane again. Here two methyls, here ethyl, here methyl. Okay students, this is again very important for Z and NEET. So see this, first of all, here 3 carbons having substituents, 1, 2, 3, here 2 methyls, here ethyl. So this, so at these 2 carbons no Gi, but see this, here ethyl, this is methyl. Okay, understanding the overall result. If we consider these two, this compound do not show geometrical isomerism, but we consider this carbon and this carbon, these 2 carbon atoms are different substituents. Definitely the overall result is, it shows geometrical isomerism. It shows geometrical isomerism. Next, and another example. So this is cyclopropane. Here cyanide is there. Here chlorine is there. Here 2 methyls. Please students, if we compare, if we consider these 2 carbons, so this carbon having different groups, okay, A not equal to B, but at this carbon the 2 groups are same, so it will not give geometrical isomerism. So Gi, it doesn't give geometrical isomerism. And 12th example, and this is cyclohexane. Here some bromine atom is given, here also bromine atom, here hydrogen, here tritium, here some hydroxy group, and this is some methyl group. Okay, listen students, if we consider these two groups are different, but these 2 groups are same. So if we consider these 2 carbon atoms, so this compound should not give geometrical isomerism, whereas if we consider this carbon and this carbon, the 4 groups are different. A not equal to B, C not equal to D, and also if we consider this and this compound should not give geometrical isomerism. But if the given cyclohexane having more and more substituents, at least 2 carbon atoms having different groups, definitely the overall result must be geometrical isomerism. Means that compound will give geometrical isomers. Okay, understanding? So once again I will explain. As we consider these 2 carbons, the compound doesn't give geometrical isomerism since these 2 groups are similar groups. But we consider this carbon and this carbon, these 2 groups are different. A not equal to B, here C not equal to D. The overall result is, it shows geometrical isomerism. Please note all these examples. Okay students, so very important. Okay, some other examples, some special cases. So these are very important for advanced exam and as well NEET also. Advanced, NEET and mains also. Okay. Now I will give some examples. Then you will give judgment answer. So this is cyclohexane. Okay. Now this is the double bond. Here methyl group, here hydroxy group. So what about this compound? Will this compound show geometrical isomerism or not? First of all, we will consider cyclohexane. Here cyclohexane having no two different groups at two different carbons. But here we will consider this is the stereo center. This is the stereo center. Means cyclohexane part do not give geometrical isomerism. Why? Because it doesn't fulfill our conditions. Means having no different substituents. But this is alkene. Means geometrical isomerism in alkene system. So these two groups are different. So these two groups are different. But here, come to this group. First of all, you will bifurcate this compound like this. This is now see in this direction CH2, CH2, CH2. Now in this direction, this is CH2, this is CH2. Means so this is one double bond carbon. With respect to this double bond carbon, in this direction CH2, CH2, CH2. In this direction also CH2, CH2 means either side with respect to this double bond carbon, the groups are same. Of course, these two groups are different, but this side the groups are same. So this compound will not give geometrical, does not show geometrical isomerism. Understand, students? Once again I will explain. So this is the stereogenic center. Stereo center means carbon-carbon double bond. So these two groups are different, but in this direction same grouping CH2, CH2, CH2. In this direction CH2, CH2, CH2 means okay, with respect to this carbon atom, these two linkages are same. So this compound does not give geometrical isomerism. Please note. Next, the second one is, so this is again cyclohexane. So this again double bond. So this is bromine atom. So this is some chlorine atom. Here some methyl group is there. This is some methyl group. Now observe the compound. Here first of all we will look cyclohexane part. Okay, first of all we will consider cyclohexane part. Cyclohexane part. Now this is sp3 but this is sp2. So this compound does not give geometrical isomerism. If we listen clearly what I am saying, if we consider cyclohexane, the two carbons having substituents, but this is sp3, this is sp2. So what is the main condition for exhibiting geometrical isomerism in cyclohexane? The two carbons bearing substituents must be sp3. But this is sp3, this is sp2, this is sp2, this is sp3. So cyclohexane ring doesn't show geometrical isomerism. But come to this part. This is the stereogenic center. This is the stereogenic center. Carbon-carbon double bond. Carbon-carbon double bond is stereogenic center. Because these two groups are different. Now come to this. So in this direction, CH3. In this direction, when we go in this direction, CH3, CH2, CH2. But in this direction, this is CH2, this is CH2, CH2. Means either side with respect to this carbon, double bond carbon, the groups are different. In this direction, CH, CH3, CH2, CH2. But in this direction, CH2, CH2, CH2 means different. So this compound fulfills geometrical isomerism condition. So this will show, it will gives geometrical isomerism. Okay, please note. Dear students, if you like my teaching style and content in my video, please like and share and subscribe. Next, third example. So this is again cyclohexane. So this is the carbon-carbon double bond. This is CH3. This is CH3. So these two are same. Now here, so this is also methyl. This is also methyl. Now here, how many stereocenters? Here these two groups are different. Sorry, same. These two groups are same. These two groups are same. These two groups are same. So this carbon-carbon double bond does not acting as stereo center, no doubt, because these two groups are same. Now we will consider this one. Now this is the sp3 carbon. It contains methyl group. This again sp3 carbon. So according to our argument of geometrical isomerism in cycloalkanes, it will give geometrical isomerism because two different sp3 carbons bearing different substituents. Here, this means here hydrogen atom is there. Here also hydrogen atom is there. Means A, B are different. Here C, D are different. Definitely it will give geometrical isomerism. Okay, please note. Okay, next. Fourth example. So this again cyclohexane ring, because we must learn a different type of examples, otherwise we can't answer Z, we can't attempt even also. So this is bromine atom, so this is some deuterium atom, okay, deuterium, D for deuterium, okay. Now here, so this is methyl group, this is methyl group. Okay, students? Okay. Here, two methyls are there. Is this compound will exhibit geometrical isomerism or not? Who will give answer? Please tell me. Okay. Very good. Now, first of all, we will consider this one. This is one stereo center. So, these two groups are different. These two groups are different, no doubt. Bromine, deuterium. Now this side, now with respect to this carbon, double bond carbon, CH3, CH2, CH3, CH3. Now in this direction also, same pattern of groups. So in this direction and in this direction, with respect to this double bond carbon, same. So this carbon-carbon double bond means so according to this stereo center, so this compound will not exhibit geometrical isomerism. Please listen carefully what I am saying. Okay. With respect to this carbon-carbon double bond, these two groups are different. Okay. But with respect to this double bond carbon, this side grouping, groups are same, means same groups. So this compound does not give geometrical isomerism according to this. Okay. So according to this stereo center, so according to carbon-carbon double bond stereo center, so it doesn't give geometrical isomerism. Now we will consider cyclohexane part. So definitely it will give, because at this carbon methyl, at this carbon methyl, this is sp3, this is sp3, this is sp3 carbon, this again sp3 carbon. So A not equal to B, C not equal to D. Definitely it will give geometrical isomerism. Okay. Suppose if we will consider this and this, Cyclohexane does not give geometrical isomerism because these two groups are same. But if the given cyclohexane having different substituents, different groups, of those groups at least two groups at two different sp3 carbons may different, definitely the overall result must be the overall result is it shows geometrical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism is so showing by this compound. Okay, this is. So please note these examples. So according to this is one stereo center. Here cyclohexane. Cyclo here means ring. A ring here, ring acts as stereo center. SC means stereo center. Stereo center. So with respect to cyclohexane, so this overall compound is shows geometrical isomerism. If we consider only this part, it doesn't give geometrical isomerism. Now one more example. The next example is now. So this is a double bond. This is a tritium. This is a deuterium. So this is bromine. So this is some chlorine. Okay. Here two stereo center. This is one stereo center. So this is SC means stereo center. Stereo center. And this is one stereo center. So these two groups are different. Now in this direction CH2, CHBr, CH2. In this direction CHCl means different. So in this side these are different. These are different. And this side also the groups are different. The groups are different. So the overall result is it shows geometrical isomerism. It shows geometrical isomerism. And also, and with respect to cyclohexane, so this is sp3, this is sp3. Here hydrogen atom is there. Here also hydrogen atom is there. Means A not equal to B, and here C not equal to D. Definitely also cyclohexane ring also. So cyclohexane stereo center. It is acting as stereo center with respect to cyclohexane also show geometrical isomerism. Means here how many stereo centers? This is one stereo center. This also again another stereo center. So total stereo centers in this compound equal to 2. So this is a very, very important topic for Z students and main students. Next. Okay, students. Next, some other special case. So this is also a special case. So very, very important. Means highly important. Special case means very, very important. Very, very important for Z and NEET. Okay. Now I will give one more example. For example 1. So this is one compound. So here double bond. Okay. The special case is cyclohexane. So this is cyclohexane. Okay. Here some double bond is there. Here one methyl is there. This is one methyl. So is it exhibit geometrical isomerism or not? Is it exhibit geometrical isomerism or not? So this is cycloalkene. This compound is cycloalkene. Is this compound exhibit geometrical isomerism or not? Okay. So we don't know the answer. Okay, we will try to learn about the geometrical isomerism in cycloalkenes. So I will explain the geometrical isomerism in cycloalkenes also in next video. Okay, students, I think you may getting the wonderful idea. So regarding to geometrical isomerism in cycloalkenes. If you like this video, please share to your friends and your beloved friends and also family members, and also subscribe my channel. Thank you very much. We will meet again in next video. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day.